Hello. Wow, what can we expect today? Well, whatever time or space that you're in, doesn't matter when this message is coming to you. This is just a general insight, and we're going to do a general spread to see what information and what message can be relayed over this podcast just for you right here and right now. It might be in 2 days, it might be in 10 years time from now, but at this moment that you're watching it is the absolute perfect time, and perhaps the message that will come through will be just what you need for today. Well, we're working with emotional environment, time for you to own your stuff. Own what it is that you do. And the influencing card is healing. So a lot of healing needs to take place in order for you to actually physically go there. And it will definitely bring a new sense of energy that will be running through your bodies, through your mind, through your soul, to create an environment of knowing what to trust and what not to trust, and just holding your accolades right up high. But the journey needs to happen for you to get to that point in life. You know where you are, you know where you stand, you know who supports you and who doesn't support you, which is a good thing. There's a very well-known military saying that says, know your enemy. I can't really remember the Chinese, it was a Japanese general that wrote it. In any event, know your enemy before you make any rash or irrational decisions, and be wary of those that go from a point of just being to explosions without understanding their core belief structures. If you don't know what your belief structures are in life, it's basically a chap by the name of Albert Ellis, wrote a thesis on destructive belief structures within our life, and go from an activating moment to the actual consequences. There's these belief structures in the center that we react to, so we need to deal with these internal core beliefs before we act on something, just to make us virtuous people, provided that's what it is that you want to do. But by being virtuous in yourself and looking inwards, you'll definitely attract a lot of good and better things within your life. All right, the journey and balance. Oh, wow, what a wonderful spread. So we started off with looking within ourselves, owning our stuff, a little bit of healing, new journeys that are coming, the understanding what it is that we need to achieve, the accolades in life, being cautious of people that are a little bit short-tempered, but it's definitely going to leave you on a wonderful aspect in life. You may be in an environment where you're like, just go with the flow and everything will flow into balance, and it, funny enough, is going to lead to not only emotional support but a financial relief for you, which is absolutely wonderful. It reminds me of a story that we were doing when I was studying to become a cognitive practitioner. There were a lot of different gods, and this is quite relevant to this reading, where they had a meeting and they had this journey because they were so concerned that humans were looking outwards. They were like not worshipping and praying them. So they needed to hide their beliefs, the inner core. Remember we were talking about Ellis's destructive belief structures, or the belief thought patterns that people have. So the one god turned around and said, well, let's hide beliefs in the ocean. And the small little god said, excuse me, humans are becoming quite intelligent. If you hide it in the ocean, they already built submarines. Very soon they're going to have a submarine that can go to the depths of the deepest ocean and find beliefs. So the big argument broke out, and the one God turned around and said, no, well, let's hide it on a mountain. And the smallest God turned around and said once again, if you hide it on the mountain, look how fit they're becoming. They're going to be able to climb to the top of the mountain, have special breathing apparatus, and they'll find beliefs. Then the other God turned around and said, well, let's hide it in space. Let's hide it on Mars. And they said, well, look how advanced humans are becoming. They're able to create podcasts and talk to one another like we're doing right now. How long is it going to take for them to build a spaceship and travel to Mars, travel to Uranus, travel to Chiron, the wounded healer? So it doesn't matter where we put it in space, they will eventually find it. And the head God said, enough with this. We need constructive and real solutions to this problem, challenge that we're facing. So one of the gods stuck up their hand and said, I know, let's hide it within humans. And he said, in humans? Explain yourself. The head God said, he said, well, humans in themselves are always looking outwards. They're looking for the next best thing, what they can get out of life, where to go. They're never going to think to look within themselves. And that's when the decision was made to put our belief structures within us. If we prepared within this specific reasoning of this reading, we had a situation where it came up in the beginning, healing, and came up with owning our own stuff. If we start to own our situations and not vocalize it, not blame others for this type of scenarios that are happening within our lives, and we own it ourselves, it is the first step to being virtuous. It's the first step to making a quality lifestyle. It's the first step to create an environment where we in ourselves can start manifesting what it is that we want. Ideas build upon ideas, my friends, my extended family across the world. Knowledge builds upon knowledge. And if we look within ourselves and we deal with our own inner situations, we can build a good foundation, a foundation on rock, not a foundation on loose sand, and we can really get ahead in life. If you and yourself are having troubles with this type of way of thinking, and you just need a little bit of guidance, then reach out to one of the counselors on Psychic Mix and let them just assist you with one of the various talents that they have, whether it's numerology, whether it's astrology, whether it's tarot cards, just normal tarot cards. These are all mediums that people use to assist in helping others along the way. But without any further ado, let's close off this quick session with 3 angel cards and see what blessings life has for you. These are lovely cards. They're from Doreen Virtue. She's very talented person. So the first card, angel card, forgiveness. Weren't we just discussing that? So if we forgive ourselves and prepare to get into a situation where something's burdening us, and we like can't make heads or tail of it, turn the other cheek. Be like Jesus. Be like Buddha. Be like your higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, just so that you can be in a better environment. Meditation. It's so important to live your days part in prayer, part with your family, part in labor, and part in refreshment, to create a balance. And meditation is so important. We live in such a high-paced world that without taking that time out, how are we ever going to charge? From the moments we wake up, we racing. It doesn't ever stop. The pressure is becoming unbelievably strenuous on individuals that work in this environment. This is why it's important to take time out and to heal your mind, your body and your soul, and get that symbiotic relationship in balance. And the last card, study. Let us learn from our past mistakes. Let us learn from our current mistakes. And if something doesn't serve us today that didn't serve us yesterday, let's dissolve it. And we can do it collectively. Dissolve it collectively with your partners and with your loved ones. Much love to everyone. Namaste.